Amisha Vora also joins us. Amisha, good afternoon. Good to have you on the show.
Good afternoon. Thank you.
I first wanted your thoughts on the big bank rally that we have seen. Do you get a sense that that's the space which could lead markets back to all-time highs?
I think so because, within the banking and finance, of course, we know that the weight is so high and they have been reeling under this NPA pressures and provisioning pressures for almost 6 quarters plus now. And the most important thing, if you ask me, is the fact that underlying a number of industries, for example, the entire steel sector, sugar, cotton textiles, one after the other, and also power, one after the other, the sectors are coming out of the problems because of the external environment. There are no resolutions as such, but the external environment is changing. So some of the large assets of the banking can come back, or there can be some resolution with little haircut. So I think that is one of the most important underlying fact which is helping this banking rally across.
Okay. Amisha, what about ITC? While we have dodged the bullet with respect to excise duty hikes from the budget, we still have GST to contend with, and the stock has given us fairly good returns. It is at fresh lifetime highs. Is it time to take profits in ITC?
So from a very short-term trading perspective, could be. But I think that even if GST will be very important, and in particular the GST rate which is applicable makes all the difference for the little short term. But since they have also come out of degrowth in volumes for a long time and successive high dose of duty increase, I think one more shot in case it comes unfavorable to them also. But for medium term perspective, I think ITC is still the stock one can stay put to.
Okay, I wanted your thoughts on Bharat Financial Inclusion, Amisha, because that's had a one-way rally from 450 now all the way up to 850. Is this a stock that you can still buy, or would you avoid it now?
I think, Bharat Financial was, I think, previously, before the demonetization and before QIP, had reached around these levels, and then there was a very severe correction post demonetization. So in terms of valuation, I think markets are happy to give this 30-35% growth, these kind of valuation in the current environment, and particularly where the focus on rural is the maximum and the crop season has been good. So I think they are in a very sweet spot at the moment. But market is aghast with all the kinds of news and rumors that it could be a merger candidate or an acquisition candidate, so which I would not be able to know, and in case some such thing does not work out, then there could be a short-term correction. But once again, from a portfolio perspective, I think the growth for next 2 to 5 years could be very good, so one can continue to remain invested.
Okay, Amisha, your thoughts on auto names. Today, of course, we saw most of the stocks were down, but we have had Maruti at all-time highs. Eicher had a strong rally. What's your pecking order? What are the key stocks that you like here?
So despite the fact that Maruti has been doing so well, I think it will, we still keep that as our number one large cap auto pick in the sector. And we think that Maruti will continue to do well, both in terms of top line growth, may not be as strong as in Jan overall for next 12 months, but even in front of margin, because the product mix is changing very favorably. So that continues to be one of our top picks.
Okay, Amish.